everybody. It is Wednesday. How we doing tonight, everybody? Who's with us tonight? Number one in slot is Angie. Like she is number one in. And Kitty number two. That's like 2 nights in a row, the two of you. Hello. Barb Gallo in on the early side tonight. Hey, Heather from Iowa. Jennifer Johnson's in with us. And Dennis is on board. And how we doing tonight? Eric, good to see you. Hello, Miss Jennifer. Joni is watching. Yay, Joni. And Bailey, both tuning in. Stephanie Potts. Albuquerque's in the house. Cheers, everybody. It is Hump Day. Hump Day. I'll get it right eventually. No, probably not. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Dana. Sylvia's with us tonight. Happy to help, Danielle. Joni, good to see you. Leanne's with us from the ATL. Hey, Edwin, that's... But you're close by, Edwin. You can come find me. Oh, Stella, Sage, Sylvia, Jennifer. Jennifer Dodds is in the house. So... Today's been a week. I don't know. It's been a long... I mean, I actually had to ask as I was typing what day it was, what day today was. It has been a long day. But that's okay. The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow. Clears away the cobwebs and the sorrows, till there's no... Yay, Jennifer! Day number 3 open. That's awesome. Hola, Angie. Christine's like, will you just stop singing? Stop singing, Neil. Either that or, Christine, you saw me in my big red Annie wig, and you thought that I was doing such a great job. Now that is going to give you all nightmares. What are we all grateful for this Wednesday? Hump Day. What are we grateful for this Hump Day? Tell me about it. Come on, people. Don't be shy. Be to the front of the class. Be the first one with something grateful. Be that person instead of the person that has to be first online tonight. Nobody's great. Joanne's watching us. Joni's grateful for her grandchildren. That's good. I'll take that. Danielle, something will find something. Sylvia sold $500 in 4 hours. Kitty had great online sales after she sent an email. Angie Hulas is working on Chris's website. Sage is grateful for cold beer right now. Is it Mountain Blue, like Kitty's beer, Sage? Grateful tomorrow is Thursday. Hey, Sarah. Sold over 750 items in 5 days of being open, and we get to open our tanning beds on Friday. Yay! Who knew you had tanning beds in Iowa and in your store? Heather, I'm going to have to come to Iowa sometime. Pella, Iowa, if I recall correctly. Your senior gets her cap and gown Friday. That's very exciting, Leanne. That's very exciting. Congratulations to your senior. Are they doing graduations down there? We are not. Up north, they are canceling all the graduations. My daughter is a senior in college this year, and they have scheduled it for another day. Actually, they've postponed so much that I got a notice. I'm the president of the Parents Association at school, and I have been told, congratulations, since we can't have elections, you're Parents Association president next year. The fact that your daughter has graduated is irrelevant. I was awarded that. And I have future parent meetings set up. It's like, how did I get stuck with that job? For another year. You're running for mayor, Angie. I like it. Dennis got his EIDL portal email. I told you that's coming. Dennis, if you've completed all the steps, including the last step, you will have money in your account in 2 days. 2 days. 3 on the outside. Sarah had 2 sales on her new Shopify site. Awesome. Michelle's joining us. Customers are coming back in. Yes, they are. Danielle and Bonnie, I'm going to get this right. Danielle and Bonnie got their PPP money. Oh, that's awesome, Eric. I'm glad that Amy's surgery went well. I knew you said it was coming up and I had lost track of it. That is great. I am very happy to hear that her surgery went well. How are you doing at being her nurse, though? That's the real question. Are you jumping up appropriately? But I am very glad to hear that Amy's surgery went well.
What would she say about him being her nurse?
And Cassandra asked, what would Amy say about you being her nurse? So I asked how you were doing at it, but Cassandra wants to know what Amy would say. Kristen, is sunshine and another day closer to opening, whenever that will be? It's okay. We don't know. See, I even got the city right in Iowa. I am just like Iowa strong tonight. Pella there. Yeah, it is tough without the graduations. It's not that finality, but I think the parents miss it more than the kids almost, is missing this rite of passage of the actual graduation ceremonies. Hello, Angela Presley. My son's graduation was for today and was canceled like so many. Yeah, it's hard with the graduations canceled. Park and Bonnie in the house. Hi, Ray Marie. And Betsy's with us? Yay, Betsy! Give me a B for Betsy. We know I'm not coordinated enough for that, but a B for Betsy. I heard Betsy's out of retirement. Hey, that's awesome. I can't wait to see the new Resale Strong page. I'm sorry. Okay, so Amy says you're not good, and you say you're the best. That sounds about right, is what Cassandra said. Yeah, I'm sitting on a couple of too many boards. Most of the boards, Joanne, were really easy. I had to be a cheerleader. I had to do different things. It wasn't a lot of work. I mean, the work I do for NARTS was always the most intensive of all the boards that I served on. And have an outbreak, and I find how much work all the boards that I've been working hard on all the boards. The parents board, even I had all the stuff when the kids were getting sent home from school. I was hearing from parents. I heard more from parents in that period of this couple months than I have the whole time I've been president. But I get to meet with new prospective parents virtually in a couple of weeks. They've got a whole virtual meetup night with me to meet the president. So I get to do that in a couple of weeks. Conveniently not at the time of this. So rest assured I'm not doing it at the time of this. Ellen and Mike are joining us. This virus is getting on your nerves. I agree with you. Fargo in the house, yeah. That's awesome, Ray Marie. Congratulations. I'm glad that you're doing that. That's awesome. Where's our glasses here tonight? Let's get this party started. We start every night with the Good Morning, Good Night book. We read it every night, partly because nobody on here has bought it yet off my website. Good morning. You're indescribable. We writers spend our lives trying to do you justice, and you always more than we can capture. Good morning. That is our good morning today. Hey, Jana, thanks for joining us. I'm slightly disorganized today because today's been crazy. So I've been working. We're allowed in Massachusetts. We are not allowed to open. We are not allowed to have customers in the store, but we have been allowed to have, starting today, 3 employees in the building. Okay, there can be 3 people in the building. Massachusetts has been under a lockdown where no one but the owner could be in the building, and now we're allowed to have 3 people in the building. So we've been working on a lot of coordination with that and a bunch of other stuff. If you haven't read it, again, May newsletter is out, and yeah, I should probably take it down off the website for you, Andrea. You have tried to claim the book. I should take it off the website so that somebody else doesn't sneak in and do it. Hey Alexa, good to join us. If you haven't read the May newsletter, make sure you pick up the May newsletter. The May newsletter is awesome. It is in your inbox. If it's not in your inbox, make sure Adele has the right email address for you, but it is an awesome issue. Lots of great stuff in there. Lots of good reads. People spending a lot of time on stuff. So news today. So Adele's been posting news today, but I'll cover that. Nordstrom is going to close 16 full-line stores for good as post-pandemic. Which is about 14% of its fleet, according to analysts. So 14% of its stores will not be opening. Hey, I'm so excited to be here for you, Rose. It's just, I really do enjoy being able to help at any time. It doesn't take a pandemic to have me help, let me tell you. You can all reach out when there's not a pandemic, too. So Nordstrom is doing that. For its remaining store, Nordstrom plans to follow local public health guidance for a phased reopening of its off-price, rack, and full-line locations. The department store said it will take certain precautions like employee health screenings, providing masks for employees and customers, and limiting hours and number of people in the store. And among other retailers, it is also shifting. This is important because I like to shop Nordstrom and I like a sale. The retailer is also shifting its popular anniversary sale from July to August. You are not alone running this store, Twiggy. I am here with you. So, again, most of my day, so let's talk, there's so many good things happening, okay? Let's talk good stuff, okay? People are getting their EIDL loans. Again, the EIDL, a lot of people have gotten the advance and said, well, hey, I got that, that's all I'm getting. A lot of people are getting the EIDL loan, so I want to talk about that for a minute. Okay, the EIDL loan is taking about 25 to 42, it's pushing 45 for a few people days, but it is coming. And what the EIDL loan is, and I've talked about it before, but it does bear some refreshing, is a loan based on 6 months of your operating expenses. And so what that works out to is about half your annual gross profit. So sales minus your cost of goods sold. For those of you that are consignment, in most cases, that is sales less your consignment percentage. Okay? And then divided by 2. And that number, for many of you, is quite large that they are offering you for your EIDL loan. You do not have to take the whole EIDL loan. Okay? I am encouraging people, should they not need it, to not take more than $200,000. And some of you I know are shrieking at the $200,000 amount. Well, you do some sales, and regardless of what the amount is, it's a large amount. But over $200,000, there is a personal guarantee. Hey, Sarah, thanks for joining us, and Molly for joining us here this evening. That is awesome, Twiggy. I'm glad to hear that your sales have been amazing. And that's what I'm hearing from a lot of virtually every store I talk to that has been able to open back up. So that is very encouraging for all of us, and it's something I've shared with people, especially here in the Northeast where nothing is opening yet. But that is encouraging to people about the economy. So the EIDL loan, if you take up to $200,000, there's not a personal guarantee on it. You can take up to $500,000 without going through basically what I call a colonoscopy without anesthesia. So is personal guarantee implied? If you're a sole proprietorship, a personal guarantee is implied. If you are a corporation or an LLC, there is not a personal guarantee on amounts under $200,000 or less. Over $200,000, it's in there. It's, the full document, some 50 pages, 40-something pages. Then you're fine as long as it's under $200,000. But again, this is rainy day money. This is money to help us through. It is not redo the house. It is not go on vacation money. It is for the business's needs, not the business's wants. And especially at this time, I've had questions from people about refinancing other debt into it or doing some of their long-term projects with things. And that's the conversation for a year from now. Because some of this could be used. This is a long-term loan. This is designed as a 30-year loan. It doesn't need to be. For many of you, it is an emergency fund. It's insurance. Okay, so if you don't need any of it, you take it, okay, and you put it aside in a separate bank account as insurance. If a year from now, when the first payment comes due, okay, you take it and you pay it off, and you pay a little bit of interest, i.e. the cost of insurance for a year, okay, but you had it there. If it's if you dipped into it a little bit, that's fine. If a year from now everything's great, business is great, everything's going great, and you want to look at a capital project, that's a fine time to have a discussion where you haven't had it, and depending on where interest rates are and other costs of money and other opportunities, it is worth having that conversation. But I don't want to see people blow through this very, very quickly. There's a long road ahead of us here, people. So I want us to be stubborn in our goals and flexible in our methods, and use this for the lifeline that it is. Hey, Deanna Thompson, the world-famous author, joined us tonight. That's awesome. If you haven't checked out her new book yet, please do. It's on Amazon. I am anxiously awaiting my copy, so I can be cool and stylish and know something about purses. Although Deanna always makes me smart whenever I ask a question about that. But that is what the EIDL loan is for. So I've talked to some of you that are scared, some of you that are relieved when you get it, and some of you that are like a drunken sailor. And, I'm moving you away from drunken sailor mode and moving you to regular. Stella, if you have not applied for the EIDL yet, it is currently open for application to farmers, but it will be opening back up to everybody. So it is currently open for farmers. If you've already applied, they are processing applications, and they are getting processed. So do not worry. Your application will get processed, and it will get taken care of. Well, hey there. I'm all for a little religion there. No, don't use it for opening a second store. That is correct, Suki. No, do not use it for opening a second store or a third. Do not use it for spinach dip. I did a whole episode on spinach dip. Okay? And about Kurt Welty taking Jennifer Welty out for a nice date. Do not use it for that either. Hey, Michelle, we should probably hop on a call again and just touch base on that, because I don't want you being bullied by a landlord. You know, you don't deserve that, okay? You don't deserve bullying tactics for that, and nobody does. Don't feel the pressure to pay. The only thing you need to worry about paying is food on your table, your employees, and your consignors. Everything else you'll take care of, but don't, huh? And insurance. Thank you. I have a lot of peanut gallery going on here tonight. I think she thinks I'm tired and forgetting things. She's probably right. But do not forget that. But the best days of resale are ahead of us. Now you're hungry for spinach dip, Twiggy. Well, you should ask Kurt Welty, have Kurt Welty talk to Kurt Welty. He's the spinach dip guy. I just did the thing, but spinach dip is good. But it's a need, not it's a want, not a need. Okay, spinach dip is for those fancy folk. Okay, it is not something that you have to have. So, what is the EIDL grant of 10K? That's a great question, Jennifer, and I'm happy to answer it for you. Michelle likes my peanut gallery. Michelle Anario likes my peanut gallery. Peanut gallery says thank you. The 10 grand depends on your situation. Chris, you need to wait still. Unless you have converted one of your stores into a farm, you need to wait a little longer. The EIDL grant of 10K depends on whether you get the PPP or not. If the EIDL grant of up to $10,000, which some of you got a few $1,000s, some of you got $1,000, some of you got $10,000. The EIDL 10K, if you got that, or any amount up to that, is a grant if you do not take the PPP. It is completely forgiven. There's no additional paperwork, nothing that you have to do. You can't buy a boat with it. You can't buy spinach. Well, you could buy spinach dip for an employee party. How's that? Or for a gathering for your customers. But you can't go out and buy spinach dip for your home for it. If you get the PPP, the EIDL grant, okay, is left over as a remainder. Hey, Pasadena's in the house. Even Jerry's in the house. The closet's in the house. So, if you get the PPP, the amount of the EIDL grant, the amount of the EIDL advance, okay, will be deducted from your PPP forgiveness. So if you are eligible, just for simple math, for $100,000 of forgiveness on the PPP loan, that will be reduced by $10,000. So thus, you'll owe $10,000. So you're basically getting free money for a few months until you deal with the PPP. It is my recommendation, if you got the advance and you got the PPP, that you deal with it and close out the PPP in its entirety when they do the reconciliation and they say you were forgiven, that you deal with it at that time and close it out. Close it out. This is government paperwork, okay? And nobody's good at it, okay? Everybody's going to be learning as they go along. And leaving anything open on it, even though you technically can, is a bad idea. So if you get to that point and you have to, we should discuss it. But I do not recommend it. Keep in mind, for the PPP, it's about bringing employees back. It is the Paycheck Protection Program. So it is about bringing your full-time equivalents back. Then you're fine, Jenny. If you got the PPP but not the EIDL advance, but also the EIDL, then you're fine. There's nothing that's going to be due at the time of the PPP if you get back on that. Twiggy, I didn't follow that fully. Filing for unemployment. So unemployment, most unemployment claims during the time of COVID are being picked up by the federal government. So they're not going to charge against you. They're not going to charge against your unemployment insurance. But if you got a PPP, you are required to bring people back, and for your full-time equivalents, you are exempted. Your full-time equivalents are reduced if you ask to bring back an existing employee and they refuse to come back. And what I am posting later tonight, I've already got it scheduled, is a letter to employees. It was drafted. Bonnie sent it to us. Bonnie and Park sent it to us. That was that they got from Paychecks, and I copied it over into a doc so that it could post tonight, and saved it. So it'll be on the Resale Strong page later tonight or tomorrow, because Adele's got all that organized. But it is a letter to bring your employees back. Should your employees not want to come back, the fact that you send this letter out will absolve you of that full-time equivalent requirement. Hang on a second. The key thing, Joanne, is with doing a okay, let me deal with both these things. So, Sage, you can use the EIDL for any operating expenses that you didn't use the PPP for. They just can't be used for the same expense. So you can't say you're using the EIDL for payroll and the PPP for payroll during the same period. Joanne, to your question, the real key, and I think we talked about it the other night when you and I talked personally, is that you apply that evenly so that you're treating people equally, so that you don't get a discrimination claim on top of it. Cheers, Laura. Good evening, Anita. Well, when you close out your PPP, Suki, you're gonna owe the 10 grand. So be prepared to pay that in 3 months when you close out your PPP. Okay, so know that you're gonna owe that $10,000 in 3 months. That is a given on that. But you can see from what everybody is talking about. And I've spent most of my time on PPP calculations with people lately. Yes, you can have people on partial unemployment, and I know Ohio has a calculation for that. I forget what Ohio's I've done so many calculations, Michelle, of different states, I forget what Ohio's is, but I think it's fairly generous. You can have people collect partial unemployment. If people collect $1, if your state allows for partial unemployment, and people collect at least $1 of partial unemployment, they will get the extra $600. And I have some staff that will be in that boat as we are in this interim period here where we are not even allowed to be open. So I know I have some people over the next couple weeks where we're not even allowed to be open here in Massachusetts. Joanne, I think you're okay in your situation. I think you're fine, and don't wait up worrying over that, Joanne. Please, don't worry. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine, Joanne. I'm not worried about your situation. I think I know enough about it and everything from our discussions that I'm not worried about your situation. You're in good shape. So, and I think with what's coming, we will get an okay on hitting our FTEs, because I think we're going to get the variance till the end of June to hit that with the PPP. So I'm still very, very confident on that, because we don't want to have any. You don't want to have any reduction in forgiveness, and the reason is because if we don't hit those goals, so let's say you only spent 50% on payroll, okay, they would reduce your whole forgiveness. So let's say you had $100,000. Okay, let's just do some quick math here. And I know it's getting late, and my calculating mind is a little fried from today, and I got 2 interviews to do after this. The forgiveness. So let's say you had $100,000 PPP, which would mean you need to spend $75,000 on payroll. Everybody with me? And let's say you only spent 50 on payroll. Okay? And so you're $25,000 off. Well, that would actually be a 25% reduction in your forgiveness. And so you'd only have 75 forgiven and you'd owe 25 is my short math there, but you don't want to owe. I want to get everybody forgiven. The letter that I would mail it. A mass post, it takes away, because no, the letter, Molly, actually deals with the person. It's addressed to the person, their role, and their rate. Susie's joining us tonight. Hey, Susie, thanks for joining us. Good to have you here. So before yes, Michelle, you can use it on mental health care due to all this stress, as long as you don't use any PPP funds for mental health care. And if you get the PPP, which I've lost track whether you got the PPP or you didn't PPP, just know that you're going to owe it if you got the PPP. So, it's all good. Yes, go to Resale Island. I like the plane. Oh my God, you guys are on fire tonight. So let's talk about something else that we all like to talk about, because there's more going on in the world than the PPP. Would anybody like to talk about something else? Yes, Cassandra wants to talk about something else. Okay, so that's good. I got one of you with me. I got my peanut gallery is with me, and she wants to talk about something else. Yes. Well, let's talk about Resale Island a little bit, because part of all of this, coming out of this, is raising the bar of resale. Oh God, Bonnie, that was a cheap pun. That was Park. I'm not even giving Bonnie that one. That's Park. We're still waiting on American Idol. Oh, that's bad. I'm going with Resale Island. But we are raising the level of resale coming out of this. Okay? And part of that raising the level of resale coming out of this, okay, it is going to require the Russian red lipstick. Okay? Because we are being... Great donations this year. Insane. Yes, it was Park for sure. Okay, so as we raise the level of resale, as we get the message out there on resale, Okay, one of the things that you noticed is prior to this. Let's pretend we're back 3 months ago. What was happening in retail? Okay, retail was taking on resale. You saw it at Macy's and Nordstrom's and Neiman's was bringing in Rent the Runway, and these stores were bringing in Thread Up and everything. Resales, the bar of resale and the what is it? Appreciation? Not appreciation. The viewing of resale is going up. Everybody wants in on resale. Okay, everybody wants in on resale. So, somebody else that wants in or wants to elevate resale, they're not looking to get in on the game, but they're looking to elevate the conversation of resale. Okay, and I was surprised by this because it caught me off guard because I'm like, why would they ever want to talk about resale? And it really caught me off guard, but it's a great opportunity to get the message of resale out there, and especially for the way that we're all selling now. So many of us have embraced during this live selling. Did you get disconnected, Michelle? Now I see you're on here again. Okay, so many of you have embraced live selling as part of adjusting to COVID-19. So, as part of that, who is they? Who is they? I've lost you, Jenny. Maybe I've lost me. Who is they? Who wants to raise the bar of resale? Is that your question, Jenny? I'm getting there. I'm slow to the punch, but I'm getting there. So I was really surprised to hear that the king of live selling wanted to talk to resale and get the word out on what's happening in resale. Those who want to elevate the conversation on resale. It's hard to believe they're out there, but they are out there. Well, everybody, it's raising the specter of, your laptop died. Sarah's got her halo light. Well, QVC and HSN, okay, are elevating the conversation on resale. So they are taking they want to help traditional retail and resale as part of this. And they have teamed up with 20 totally different retailers from across the country, okay, to tell their story, okay, and to tell the story of their industry, okay, and be prepared to be blinded by the light, Kelly says. And so QVC and HSN will be doing pieces, and I will actually be live on QVC and HSN in upcoming pieces in the coming weeks. So I will have to get my Russian Red on. Melissa says Russian Red for live selling. But we'll be on there telling the industry story, okay, the story of what's happening in resale, telling how COVID-19 has affected all of us, how we're adapting, and how resale will be stronger, okay, and how to shop resale. What's the best tips for shopping resale? How to find the best deal, how to find the best items, and elevating the whole industry. So in the coming weeks, they're starting to promote it this weekend. I will be on air in June. Will be the first time when I'm on air. And this is about the industry. We're raising the bar of the industry here. And raising the notoriety and are noticeable how we are in the industry. So it is super cool. When I was originally told about it, I'm like, why the heck do they want to talk about resale? QVC HSN is all about, oh my God, we had 10,000 of these. We're down to 2,000. You have to order now. Oh my God, there's only 1,800 left. Oh, we're out of the blue. We're out of the blue. There's only red, black, green, and fuchsia left. Hurry! Get the order in! That is what they are all about. Okay, but it is our time, Twiggy. Okay? And we are going to be featured like that. So I don't think they're bringing me on to do that. But, oops, I'm back. I think I was gone, but I'm back. Yes, it is our time. So it is time for resale to shine. My mother-in-law likes it, okay? Likes the QVC and HSN. And we will be on there live, being interviewed about resale, and we'll be on multiple times throughout the day. That's why I know when their best times are, which actually are different on QVC and HSN. So we'll be on multiple times on multiple channels. It's super cool that they are honoring resale in this way. I honestly, when I first heard about it, I really was surprised, because I was surprised they were no QVC on Resale Island. Yes, there'll be plenty of time to promote it. QVC and HSN are going to start to soft promote it this week. There'll be all sorts of promotion. You'll all know about it. But it is a done deal, and it is happening. So and it's a big deal. It's a big deal that they have included us on that platform, and are allowing us to speak on that. And will let us do that and promote this industry in that way. So I am super thrilled by that, and that is coming soon. Live dates in June, and other things. We're gonna widen who is the secondhand shopper. I'm not sure I'm gonna get your mother-in-law, but more and more people. I mean, will be. To play. Alexa never watched QVC or HSN until COVID-19. The funny thing is, we have somebody that's been cleaning out their mother who's a hoarder's house, and we have so many boxes of things piled up. It's crazy, of all new in box HSN and QVC items in our home decor store hits. So, as of right now, Twiggy, everything is what Adele said last week. The convention is on pending North Carolina's rules. She won't shop secondhand, but she'll shop QVC and HSN all the time? Yes, they're addicted. And imagine if they get addicted to our live sales as part of it. So, complimenting them on teaching us has been a big plus. So they, playing up their egos to the producers and such that I've been talking to has been a huge plus. So it is exciting, and I'm thrilled to take our message there. So that is great. Again, I am here live every night, 8 o'clock Eastern. 8 o'clock Eastern, I am live in the NARTS private Facebook group for NARTS members only. But don't fret, these videos are replayed every day, next day at noon. They're available to the world on narts.org/resalestrong. They're posted to the YouTube channel. You're not alone running this store. Adele keeps all of our files, all the references that I talk about, in the files, narts.org, resale strong. Adele keeps them all organized. That's 2 pills for Amy, 1 for you, Eric. You both need a good night's sleep. I'll be back here again tomorrow night, live at 8 o'clock. If you need me in the meantime, you've got a question on your PPP, you need to make your numbers work, you need to figure out why you're not getting the PPP or anything, reach out to me. Neil, N-E-I-L, at ECIstores.org. Neil, N-E-I-L, at ECIstores.com. We start every day with the Good Morning, Good Night book, which is the Good Morning, Good Night book is how we start the show. So if you were not here at the top of the show, our good morning today was, you're indescribable. We writers spend our lives trying to do you justice, and you're always more than we can capture. Good morning. Our good night book is, you're indescribable. We writers spend our lives to conjure you from every angle. We get close enough to keep trying. Good night. Hey everybody, I am Neil Abramson. I do like a good party. I like a wedding. I like a bar mitzvah. I like anything that's a party. I am there for you every day. 8 o'clock Eastern. I spend all day returning your calls and emails. That is Neil, N-E-I-L, at ECIstores.com. N-E-I-L at ECIstores.com. You and especially you are not alone running this store. Good night, everybody. It's time for dinner.